Villains in my blood, yeah. Pardon if my talk don't match my manners, I'm just hood, yeah. Where I'm from, that standard, that's on everything I love, yeah. Someone told me, Zion, you a flower, time to bud, First you gotta go back to your roots, I'm from the mud, Where I'm from, don't be a stranger. Streets is full of black and mouse, and nowadays liquor stores we decorate, cause every gangster just a pain and talent all around me. Every thug can be an entertainment. If they wasn't toting bangers, packing heat and middle fingers. Sometimes I had to take the bus instead of walking home. Wasn't that dangerous, you just gotta know to speak the language. Don't be a walking stain, my city full of innovators. Sometimes I might just start to wait.
All right. What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? Everybody feeling? Everybody feeling? You know what I'm saying? Where everybody feeling? Everybody doing good? Everybody feeling all right? You said you swimming, so you straight? Let me bring y'all in real quick. Okay.
Yo.
Say you swimming, so you straight. Indeed.
From the bottom, she said.
You can't.
All right. This is the first, I guess you could say, first official podcast for Up Collectives, man. Doing this is episode 10 of Speak Up, but the first, I guess you could say, official podcast. I'm J-Verse. I am the overseer or leader of Ultimate Potential. We got a couple of the members and other leadership in the building. Everybody can announce themselves. James, Chris, y'all go ahead and announce yourself first, and we can bring everybody else in.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Living Like James, Up Living Like James.
Up Chris Zoo, co-leader up. You know?
Indeed. Ty?
You know what I mean? It's your boy Ty in the building, Uptime, man. Big shit, you know what I mean? Big drip, you know what I mean? Big.
Okay. I love it. Miss Guy?
Crazy.
Black boy.
You already know who it is. Big Muskai in the building. Yeah, we made it, Mom. We made it. You know what I'm saying? We here. We outside.
Indeed. Jonas?
My name is Jonna.
Okay.
That's cool. I ain't gonna lie. That's hard. I just drove out here talking about my name.
I'm Up Jonna.
Jonna clearly swimming in this motherfucker, man. Jonna, come on.
I said it. My name is Jonna.
Okay. All right, well, check this out. Check this out. So this is the first official podcast that we're doing. I hope that y'all feel our energy. I hope that y'all feel our vibe. We're gamers, we're content creators, we're about entertainment. We do a lot of different things, and we want our energy to be as organic, as original as it possibly can be. You see everybody here being their authentic selves, but we're here to talk about the new Call of Duty that's getting ready to come out. Everybody that's here got their different perspectives. We got a couple of our community members that's in the audience with us today. And we want to just talk about MW3, kind of what I expect. Well, James, tell us what we're going to be talking about, man. Tell us our key points that we're going to be talking about.
All right, so these are the key points we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about our feelings and excitement and expectations we have for MW3. And then after we're done talking about that, we're going to go into the pros of the last few CODs that we liked and the cons for the last few CODs that we didn't like. And then after that, we're going to go into what was the potential downfall of COD, the Call of Duty franchise.
Indeed.
Whew.
Yeah, I'm with that.
What
That's
would
a lot
possibly
to
be
talk
some
about.
things that brought it down? Yeah.
Okay, so what's the first thing that we jumping into? If we could break this conversation, break the ice, let's jump into the first thing. What's the first thing we talking about?
I think you should talk about the game itself. Like what's
With the facts.
what's going on with the new Call of Duty? Like
Okay.
Like what are they doing?
Playing
Okay.
Summarize the
COD.
new Call of Duty stuff.
Indeed.
So
I'm about to say we don't want to start off with
Basically-
cons because I'm about to start. My bad, Chris.
No, it's good. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Chris. Let's make it happen, bro. I'm with it. Go ahead.
Bro. So basically, they're saying they're bringing back map voting. They're bringing back OGMW2 maps. There's a
Okay.
gear system, which that's the most exciting thing to me.
Gear
Because
system. What
I'm
you mean?
just-
What? Well, we can get into it. Let's talk
So-
about all of the different things first. So name the different stuff first, and then we can go back.
There's supposed to be better movement and there's supposed to be HP increasement. So
Okay.
basically higher TTKs, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Zombies is coming to Modern Warfare for some reason.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel. I don't know how
Okay.
to feel about that, but you know,
Not really too sure how I
think
feel
that's a
about
little
that.
Odd, but yeah, but you know, I guess they're. I think they're really trying to rear it in. You know, what's the
Yeah.
word? Wheel in with this.
Reel
one.
it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shut up.
because they're adding a lot of stuff that people been asked for a long time, and this is
Mhm.
either gonna be, it's either gonna crash and burn fast, or it's gonna be, great. So we'll see.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
zombies, me personally, I feel like zombies is a big move because there's a whole community and loyal community for zombies. So if they make a good zombies mode, they could be it can uphold. It can uphold because the zombies community is very loyal. So we'll see how they do with that.
Okay.
Let's see.
So like for me personally, I
Zo-
thought that zombies was a Treyarch thing. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Modern Warfare has always been Infinity Ward, right? And not necessarily Treyarch,
hmm
right?
So,
Correct.
But-
yeah.
But Sledgehammer, they made a zombies game too, and that's
They did, yeah.
in World War II. So they could all of them could make zombies if they wanted to. Like Sledgehammer made zombies mode in World War II, and it was actually solid. It was actually a solid zombies mode. So they can make their own zombies.
Wait, was that Sledgehammer or was that Treyarch? Treyarch didn't have anything to
that
do
was
with
Sledgehammer.
World? Okay.
Sledgehammer.
That was Sledgehammer.
Okay, so that's different. That's different because originally with CODs, Treyarch was basically like that was kind of like the sign off that it was gonna be zombies in the Call of Duty for me.
Right.
If it was Treyarch, that was the
Right.
sign off. So I guess I could say it's gonna be exciting to see kind of what they do with it. I don't want to say it's gonna be a down. I like zombies personally. I think the most fun I've had in zombies probably has been from BO1. Not to say that it's the best. I think that that's just the most fun that I've had. DLC maps, bringing back some old maps from like World at War and stuff like that. That was probably the most fun that I've had. BO2 brought something a little bit different with like transit and stuff like that. But even then, it still didn't give me that same feeling like how BO1 did. But nonetheless, BO2 is still great. BO3 zombies are great. I actually did not play World War II zombies. Don't beat me up. I didn't play that. I played Cold War zombies. Cold War zombies was pretty good. I don't know. I'm excited to see kind of what they do in that regard. I think that my biggest thing when I think about MW3 is I don't know, man. Like I felt some type of way when they brought Modern Warfare back, and it was right after they, like not too long after they had remastered COD 4 Modern Warfare. And to me, in my mind, it was like, what's the point, kind of? But then they, made a different storyline, and they brought back obviously, the different people from Modern Warfare and stuff like that, like Captain Price. What's the name? What is Buddy's name? Not so. I can't remember who it was. It was a couple different people that came back that was in the original Modern Warfare that I actually really liked and appreciated, but I just didn't really understand why they were rebooting the Modern Warfare series and not making it like the old CODs in terms of the story. So this is what I'll say, and I know this probably don't matter to a whole lot of people like that, and it's okay. But I've always enjoyed every story of Call of Duty. I really have. I've always enjoyed it. If I felt like if it was a good story, we got a solid game, bro. And when the story started getting goofy, that's when the game start getting goofy to me personally. Now I know some people may not agree, and that's cool. But I'm thinking if this game is like really gonna be like doing well for me, I feel like that the story gotta hit, bro. The story really has to hit. Now I want to ask a question real quick, and then I'll hand it over to somebody else. What did y'all think, for those of y'all that did play it, what did y'all think of the story of Modern Warfare 2? What did y'all think of Modern Warfare 2 story? For anybody that played it.
I guess I'll go first. We're talking about the new one, correct?
Yeah, the most recent Modern Warfare 2 story.
Okay. So the most recent one I thought was very, very good. I enjoyed it. It was challenging, even on the regular level. It was decently challenging. It was fun. Characters were great. Especially for someone like me, I didn't play the old MW2. I wasn't playing like Call of Duties. My first Call of Duty was Black Ops 1. Like I played all the Call of Duty, but the first one I owned was Black Ops 1. So being able to relive those moments in a new series, it was great to see, and it was a lot of fun. I
Okay.
enjoyed it a lot.
Okay. Did anybody else get a chance to play the Modern Warfare 2 story?
Hell no.
Even a little bit of. That's crazy.
I didn't play it, but I normally watch the story modes. I'd rather not play them.
Okay.
I like to watch the story modes like a movie. So I'll say I liked it. Would I play it? Not a chance.
Dang.
So does it really matter? I don't know. Because I would just watch something else on YouTube. But you know.
I like the story more than Call of Duty, but like the last time I played a story mode in Call of Duty was Black Ops 2. Oh,
Okay.
actually, not Cold War, Black Ops 3, and that was it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of like the different. I feel like that's where COD kind of hits for me. And like I said, it could be nostalgia and stuff like that kind of hitting, and that's fine. But I feel like that's kind of the place where Call of Duty really hits for me, is like when the story is good. I feel like that the game is good, and I can kind of get into the multiplayer a little bit more, having like some background. But I feel like when there's no like general connection to the game, like I'm just diving into multiplayer, I'm kind of just basing everything off of the previous experience. You know what I'm saying, from COD. Opposed to it being like I go into the story, I'm filling out the game, I'm seeing how it is, I'm kind of getting a preference or an understanding about if I like the game or not, kind of. And then I can kind of paint a picture a little bit more in depth once I actually get into the multiplayer. So I'm thinking with Modern Warfare 3, one of the key things to start it off for me to say if it's actually gonna be like and the reason why we are saying like it's kind of gonna be like a redemption for the past CODs is because like COD to me is dying. I've played every Call of Duty from World or COD 4 all the way to I think Ghost. That's when I stopped playing CODs like regularly. That's pretty much when I stopped playing them. I've played everyone up into that, and then I got Modern Warfare that came out on PS4 and PC, all that other different stuff. I didn't play World War II like that. And Cold War is the last one I played in terms of multiplayer, like regularly, but it wasn't. Even then, I didn't have that original feel that I had playing the previous CODs. And I feel like that COD is kind of having a falling away from me. Like, I don't really care about the title as much. It's kind of similar like to 2K for me. It's like, I feel like that they're trying to do something that is going to be appealing as far as Call of Duty is concerned, because 2K is a different story. I feel like they're trying to do something that's going to be appealing to a lot of different, people and play styles and all that different stuff. Like, for instance, in this Modern Warfare 2 that just came out, they took out slide canceling, which was, in my mind, was a huge no-no for Call of Duty, bro. I'm sorry. With the advancement of Warzone and all that different stuff, I feel like that was something that was not supposed to happen. I feel like that slide cancel was supposed to be something that was like a skill gap thing, and it was supposed to stay in the game. And when they took that out, it was like, I don't really know. The game kind of feel like sluggish now. It don't feel as fast paced. It was like movement and all of that different stuff. So, but somebody else talk for a second. Somebody else let me know how they feel. All right, Muskai. What y'all thinking, bro?
I'll let
I
somebody else
do
go.
want to
Somebody else.
throw in real quick that it's rumored that they're gonna add back slide canceling, so maybe you can get some game time in.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
possible.
Yeah.
But
Oh, go ahead, Ty.
no, I see what you gonna say.
I was gonna say, like, I know that I haven't done like too much research in terms of like what this game is actually going to be bringing. It's not really too much information that's out. Like, there's some information, but there isn't too much that's really been given. This is probably like the least information that we've received on a Call of Duty, like an up and coming Call of Duty, that I've seen in a while, if I'm being honest. And I've looked and tried to see different things about it and seen trailers and stuff like that, but I don't really know. I know that it's not even September yet, and the game usually comes out like November or something like that. So we still got time, obviously, to see different things that's gonna happen with the game. But I just kind of want to know like what this game is going to look like so I can anticipate what it's going to feel like when I actually get it in hand and I do play it. And I do want to say this too, and maybe this to kind of break the ice. I don't see myself really playing this game off of release. I think that I'm going to give it a little bit of time before I decide to play it upon release. I don't think I'm buying this game on release.
You sure you're not speaking too soon? Because we didn't play a beta yet.
I'm playing.
It
off
normally
release.
depend on that beta. It normally depend on that beta
Yeah.
because I wouldn't say I was too happy about the last one until I played the beta. Once I played the beta, I was like, all right, I'll play it on release.
I feel like personally, it's more so a situation where it's like I can play it off a release, but I don't want to play it. Okay, so let's look at it like this. When's the last time I played Modern Warfare 2? Just straight up. When's the last time I played Modern Warfare 2? I haven't played that game probably since like February or March, if I'm being real. And even then, I didn't grind that game out like how I thought I was going to. Like, outside of like the camo grinds and stuff like that, it took how long did it take for rank to come out in that game? Like the rank game
while.
mode.
Took a while.
I want to say this like 2 months ago or something. I want to
Yeah,
say this
like
3 months ago. or 4
and
months
it's
ago,
like, bro,
something
like the
that.
game has been out
Not
since
that far.
it's been out since November or something like that. It's like it took a long time kind of for rank to come out. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, like even if it's not something that comes out upon release, like that's something that's got to be promised within like the first month. Like that's a big deal. Like Call of Duty is competitive. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I feel like for me, I probably would have liked to get into the comp scene as like a secondary thing outside of like pub stomping and games. And I don't really play Warzone like that, so I wasn't really tripping too much about Warzone, which I know was a big deal to everybody else. I wanted more so like, you know, the rank play to come out and stuff like that. And then when it did come out, I heard it wasn't that good. I heard it was a bunch of bugs going on with it. It was cheaters. It was all type of shit that was going on with it. And to me, that was just a turnoff. And I never played it, so I can't really give like a full perspective on that. But just like, I just feel like that the game, to me, the previous CODs that have came out upon release, and Cold War wasn't a bad game, don't get me wrong. I just feel like it wasn't necessarily what I thought it was going to be hyped up to be upon release for me to just buy it straight off rip. Like, I feel like that I kind of got to give it time for like DLC or something like that to come out so I can actually see the advancement. Because what is true that's happening with a lot of our games too is we getting a lot of unfinished games, bro. We getting a lot of games that's like, all right, this won't be there upon release, but we're going to release it a month later after the game comes out. We want to test this and we want to test that. We're getting a lot of betas and stuff like that. Like, we've always gotten betas, don't get me wrong, but we getting a lot of unfinished games. And I just really want, like, a polished game to come out, bro. Like, I really do.
Right.
What is
Bro, y'all see Kai, bro? I had to stop it, bro. This nigga
What?
is
I
so
was-
funny, bro.
Bro, I didn't even do that. I just came back. Like,
I got a question to
Listen to-
that though.
What's up?
My question is, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean a real polished game? Like, what do you see for that? Like, what do you imagine when you say that?
So when I
'Cause
say,
to me,
go ahead.
the last game came out polished for me.
What, MW2?
You said it came out
Yeah,
polished.
yeah, it was fine.
The
I feel
newest
like
one?
the last unpolished,
Modern Warfare
like
2, yeah.
the last like really unfinished COD was probably World War II. Cause they dropped it right, and the concept I personally love, cause it's like, okay, we getting real guns, like we know how these guns shoot, we know how they work. Boom, we straight. Like this has to be a solid game, right? Bought it off release, played it, had a good time. Like I feel like the multiplayer was fun. I had some people to play with, that was fun. But then that was it. Like that was they stopped that multiplayer really, and that just was kind of sad for me.
I
Cause like
actually
it's
enjoyed
like
World War
they
II though.
base
I ain't gonna
on.
lie.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I loved it, and I wanted to see it do more. But then when it came to it, it's like, okay, well, this is gonna be another money grab. So that's kind of my thoughts on like MW3. I'm hoping that it'll be like everything will be set in place where it's nice, good gameplay. Like Chris said, I feel like that's basically off the beta. But right now, with my thoughts on especially the last COD, I'm not buying it off release. Now, if the beta play really good and we get a lot of information, and I know it's gonna pull through, because Modern Warfare 3 is a big name, just like Modern Warfare 2 was. Modern Warfare 3 is a
Yeah.
big name, so
yeah,
they can't like if this flops, bro, I'm gonna be so pissed. So
nah,
I'm
that's
just hoping.
facts.
I hope that the beta is good,
Right.
but I'm not getting my hopes up because I paid $100 for this last one.
Go ahead,
Right,
James.
right. Yeah, I'm having high expectations for this new COD. I think they will deliver because it's the final of that franchise, Modern Warfare 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they got, especially for the campaign, they got Makarov coming through, uh a lot of
That's
characters,
true.
important characters. And I would like to hope, and I feel like they're going to learn from their mistakes from this last COD. I think the last Modern Warfare 2 was a step up. I think it was a step up. It was from the since Vanguard, Cold War, Black Ops
I'm sorry.
4. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
had Infinite Warfare. We had a lot of kind of not really so great CODs. Vanguard it wasn't that good. Cold War was basic at best. So we haven't had a really good COD in a
I
while. I think
agree.
MW2 was good. I think it was a good COD. I'll even give you great. I'll give you great. It wasn't a bad COD at all. I enjoyed it. The guns were solid. The only thing that really turned me off of it was Warzone. I had high expectations for Warzone, and to me, Warzone didn't deliver to what I wanted. But that's because I played Warzone 1. For
mm-hmm.
people who never played Warzone 1 and they hopping in to play Warzone 2, it's great because it's your first experience with it. But I was so used to Warzone 1 that I wanted to get that same feel I got from my old 2020 days, 2021 days. But I didn't
Yeah,
get that because it was a whole different feel. It was way more slower paced. It was a different battle royale game. But I wanted something different. So overall, I think Modern Warfare. I think that's what a lot of people that have criticized it bad. I feel like a lot of people they expected something different from what they got, and it's not really on the game. It's not what they expected. So I think it was an overall good COD. I give it a great rating. I don't. It wasn't something crazy. Like it's not on the level like Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3 or any of the Modern Warfare's or Modern Warfare 2019. I don't think it was on that level either. But I think it was a great COD.
In
yeah,
my
I
opinion,
agree.
though, I'll be honest.
Sort of.
Okay, so Call of Duty, right? As a whole, we all know from Call of Duty they had the regular zombies and they multiplayer and then they story mode, right? So that's
mm-hmm.
the done deal. And I get it that Call of Duty is trying to offer different things in order to keep the game where it is. But genuinely speaking, from somebody that has played it too obviously for so long, I'm a multiplayer head, right? So after I would be done playing story mode, I get on the multiplayer. Or usually the recent CODs, I would hop in multiplayer. Because I like that fast action 5v5, domination, hard point, capture the flag, search and destroy. Y'all know those.
Yeah,
Team deathmatch, you know what I mean?
yeah,
For
So
sure.
one thing I'll say is one thing that killed it, in my opinion, was Warzone. Now, hear me out, though, and I'm going to tell you why. Call of Duty was not really, when we all think of Call of Duty, we do not think about no BR. Let's keep it a stack. If we hear Call of Duty, you're thinking of a multiplayer 5v5. No
Yes,
one is not
sir.
going to think about the next Fortnite 2.0 or some shit like that. And I get it from a marketing stance. It's money, you know, it's kids that are getting older in our generation, the game that they love playing. Why not add a BR to it? Okay, I get that. But then me playing the Warzone, it was cool, but
Mhm.
it just didn't feel like this is Call of Duty. Like we're losing Call of Duty now because we're
Yeah.
not getting that 5v5 no more. Esports aren't taking seriously with that type of competitiveness. So it's looking bad from all parts and then not giving the exposure for younger people that are good at these games a chance. Now you have to do crazy movement. You have to do things of that nature in order to get somewhere in a Call of Duty community, which is like, why? Why would y'all even manage to make a 5v5 game into a BR? It's not bad, but it just doesn't make no sense, right? And
Yeah.
then with everything that goes on top of Call of Duty, it's just like what are like the thing about this new Modern Warfare 3, I will give it a chance. I really will. But you have to convince me. If I didn't touch this recent one and the one before, I think the recent one I've touched was like Cold War, bro. And y'all had me there. It was cool for some time. But it's not given like what we all was used to, right? If you guys are gonna do the zombies, don't do fucking extra. Don't touch it. Don't try to do more. If you're gonna make this new Modern Warfare 3, do not add a BR to it. Put it as a 5v5 that we originally do. If y'all work that way, I promise you things will work better in your situation than you will having to make it another game off of something else.
Yeah.
This is
I
a
feel
big
that.
game we're talking here. Like, it's a big game. We can't mess this up at all by any means. You can't.
Yeah. And I think that that's kind of where
Um,
I'm standing at too. And then we can move on to the next thing, James. That's kind of the standpoint where I'm at too, is like, bro, like I can't paint the picture more solid than like, bro, Modern Warfare 2, classic 2009 Modern Warfare 2. That's the best COD ever for me. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit literally, like, it was the landscape for what the shit was, like what Call of Duty was supposed to look like for me. And I know that's different for everybody, depending on what COD is your favorite, what COD feels the best, all the other different stuff. I get that. But like the Call of Duty actually living up to his name. I'm talking about story. I'm talking about the multiplayer experience. Now you got Warzone and stuff like that that's added into it that kind of taints the appeal for people, at least for me. Like, I know it's some people that's like, most people nowadays, if we being real, like most of my people that I know, I ain't gonna say everybody, but most of the people I know, if they can't play Warzone, they not really trying to play COD. Realistically, I mean, people got on so they could rank their guns up and go play Warzone. And if they can't play Warzone, they ain't trying to play COD. Not no more, because it's just different. And it's just tough because, like, for me, I enjoy the multiplayer. I've actually had friends that just, like, I ask them, like, hey, you trying to play, you know what I'm saying, some multiplayer, play some, you know what I'm saying, some domination, you know what I'm saying, what is it, hard point, headcourt, whatever the hell, you know what I'm saying? Like, I play it all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I even hop on the damn ground war. I don't care. But I got people that literally tell me, like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I'm trying to play Warzone, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Warzone? I'm like, bro, I've had enough of dying on spawn, flying in, trying to get a fucking loadout, dying on spawn again. I'm good, bro. Like, I go play something else. I go play Fortnite if I'm trying to die on spawn. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not interested in that. I want the multiplayer experience. I want a good story. Me and Chris was supposed to do this in my last point. Me and Chris was supposed to hop on Modern Warfare 2 and make a Spec Ops video. But the game just had no appeal, bro. Like, it was nothing that was like, okay, this is finna bring me back to Modern Warfare 2. There was nothing. Not no camos, not no guns. Like, bro, nothing, bro. Like, so, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I need this shit to show up. I ain't gonna lie. I need Modern Warfare 3 to be the shit, bro. And for my final point, I know I just said this, for my final point, I needed to live up to the Modern Warfare standard, bro. Because right now, the first Modern Warfare in 2019 Modern Warfare, that shit did it. It did it. Modern Warfare 2 did not do it. It didn't. I'm sorry. It was a cool game. It didn't do bad in terms of, you know what I'm saying, the people that actually enjoyed it and its ratings and stuff. When you actually go look up how many people actually enjoyed the game, pacing of it, all the different stuff, it did well. Did it live up to classic Modern Warfare? In my eyes, no. It did not have the appeal. It was not mechanically, even like some stuff just felt clunky. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
I
For me,
have.
my fault.
Oh,
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
I was just
okay.
Oh, my bad. Oh, I
Okay,
thought
so
my bad.
no. We good.
So
Go ahead,
my
Chris.
thing is my synopsis of Call of Duty. Okay. If I'm
Alright.
assuming that well, this is what I'm gonna assume. I'm gonna assume that a lot of the player base is like J-Verse. And that I feel like all of them are holding on to this dream of what Call of Duty was and not understanding that Call of Duty is never gonna be that again. And at the same and on that same token, I think that Call of Duty themselves is trying to hang on to this shit too. Cause they are literally going I think retain like bringing all this stuff back is just gonna piss people off because it's not gonna feel like what it once did.
It's a
I
money
think
grab.
they're going in the complete wrong direction, and I think they really are trying to save it, but I think they're going in the complete wrong direction. Because I think nowadays, like, I don't know, I was just thinking, like, imagine if Call of Duty Advanced Warfare dropped today. It'd hit way crazier today because of the movement. I think that if they just if they actually innovated the game and just kept trying new stuff, that they would actually, they have a better chance of saving it that way than trying to save it by bringing back stuff people liked in the past. Like, it's never gonna be like that again.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I think
I
they
say
get
add
caught
movement.
up.
Add as movement and changes to the game as you can.
True.
I agree. I think they're just stuck in the middle between like going too far back and trying to make it like too new. Where it's like you got to pick one or the other, and if you don't, pick the good aspects of it. You know what I mean? Like you said, movement. Like that's a good aspect of the past, right? But now we got graphics, so make it look good. You know what I mean? You might make new maps. That's fine, but like let them still have that old layout feel. You know what I mean? Let them still be fast paced. Like there's a new Modern Warfare 2 map because I just started hopping back on after BO3, and I'm actually enjoying the game a little bit more, appreciating it for what it is. But bro, it's like I might as well go play Rainbow Six Siege, bro. I gotta watch niggas on top. I gotta watch niggas in the middle, 3 different windows. I gotta watch dudes coming through the door, and it's like, bro, if I wanted that, I'm gonna just play Warzone. I ain't gonna lie. I just want to play COD, bro. I don't want to have to look up the whole time because somebody's sitting there crouched behind a little divot in the wall,
That's tough.
going like this. I don't want that, bro. I really
Right.
don't.
Yeah.
And I think that another big part too is that they're just like creating these maps. Like it's almost like they're creating these maps for campers, bro. I'm sorry. I go into Modern Warfare 2 lobby, bro, and dudes are sitting in the back spawn, bro. Dudes playing free for all core like it's hardcore, bro. And I go into hardcore, which is one of my favorite modes. Dudes ain't even moving around, bro. How you
that's
not
crazy.
moving around in hardcore? Take one bullet, bro. One bullet, just move.
Yeah.
But niggas want to sit behind a little barrel. Like I just can't do it, bro. I can't no more.
Yeah.
And I
They
appreciate the game for what it was and it is after playing Black Ops, but I can't. It's ridiculous, bro. I'm the only one moving around, and I'm still getting my kills, and other people just sitting there in the corner getting 2 kills and 10 deaths, bro. It's like, why are you playing?
Yeah, they're reducing skill gap and going back to like not
That's
Ty,
true.
Kai and DJ's point. I agree that Warzone I agree to a certain degree that Warzone definitely did affect COD to a certain point.
It definitely affected
I
it
think
regardless. Yeah.
I don't think it did it in a good way and a bad way. I think Warzone was bringing a BR to COD was a very good move, but I think how they went, like how they kept it going, was wrong. Because when it first dropped, man, that's gonna go down in history. That 2020
Yeah.
during quarantine when we played,
Ooh,
that first year, even a little bit after that first like year, that's going to be the Fortnite season 4. That's going to be the Black Ops 2 days. That's a classic. Those times,
Yeah.
official. It's going to be a classic because of how much it impacted us at that time, and it was fun. The beginning stages of it, but when they started to do these cash grabs things and start doing all these making pay to win things like the rose skin and different guns, and making you have to buy the new COD to get these broken guns from these CODs to do perform in Warzone. They started doing a lot of cash grab stuff. Oh, we get the rose skin because you can't. No one's really gonna see you. Oh, make sure you get Vanguard so you can get the Mac 10. You can get the new MP40 so you can dominate in Warzone for your loadout. They started doing all these cash grab things. So I
mhm.
think Warzone, the BR, was a great move. I don't think it really affected multiplayer that much. But when they really started to making it so you had to buy these new CODs for Warzone, that's when it's like, okay, everybody's gonna just play Warzone now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my opinion. I think Warzone's great. It just how they went about it, and it just put a bad light on Warzone.
What's some of our points, James? So we make sure that we stay on track.
So I think we all pretty much talked about our excitement, feelings, expectation of what we want from COD.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, let's see. What would y'all say? I guess we can go in order.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
Jana. Say about.
what are some pros from the last few CODs you noticed? I guess nitpicking from the last CODs over the years. I guess before up to like what's the last good COD? Black Ops 3. What was some different CODs? What would you say was some good pros would y'all take and put into this COD?
Into Modern Warfare 3,
Yeah.
Yeah, some
From
good
like
aspects of
previous
these
CODs.
previous CODs
I
that you would
don't
like to see.
personally me. I'm not too specific, bro, because my standpoint on it is everybody say what they want, and it happens they complain. It don't happen they complain. So I'm not really being too specific. I just want a good game, bro, and whatever that consists of. You know what I mean? Adding better movement, TTK, watching that. You know what I mean? Good camos. That's a big thing too for multiplayer. Like, I just want, I just want to feel good when I'm playing the game. Good maps. I can't
Yeah.
particularly say like, oh, take this, like bring back jetpacks or the bio suits. I don't want to say like, you know what I mean, bring back Spectre and all these other classes. I want them to be creative. I want something a little different, but I also want to have fun and I want to feel like it's something that can compete to the old times.
Yeah.
Personally.
I think one thing from Cold War that they should do. I liked how in Cold War, you kind of got that feel of a basic COD. It was a basic COD. It was
Yeah.
good, but you had that feeling. The maps were okay. It wasn't super campy.
Yeah.
Movement.
It felt like a good.
Yeah,
It
pretty
felt like
good.
a regular COD. It gave you that uh, old COD feel because it
Yeah.
wasn't crazy skill gap movement that people can abuse or exploit, and it wasn't sluggish. It was a good regular COD, and I appreciated that. I feel like that's something they could take from Cold War because even to this day, people would skip. They didn't. It's like how people did with Ghost and the COD after that. People went back and played Black Ops 2. No, dudes didn't
Yeah.
play Vanguard, and really they just went back and played Cold War. It's like y'all want to play COD? Oh, you got Vanguard? Nah, I'm gonna just go play Cold War. It was a regular COD, and I think people appreciated that. So if they can kind of take that aspect and make it some good maps, keep the multiplayer a regular field, get some good weapons, I think they'll be
Mm.
solid. Not try to do too much with these buildings and things like that. Could you even go into buildings? I mean, go like open
In
doors
Cold
in
War?
Cold War? Could you do
Yeah.
that? I don't think you
I
could.
Um,
think you could. You could
there
bust through
was only a
doors.
couple
You
doors,
could,
couple
but it
maps.
wasn't that many on those maps. It wasn't that noticeable. Like
Yeah. It
almost
wasn't.
in Modern Warfare 2, so you got to bust through like mad doors
Yeah.
to get to like the different places. It's like, bro, it's too much. It's too much. I don't want to play peek, open the door, and look through the door. I want to daggone run around and run and gun. So I
Nah,
think they
for
should
real,
bring that
Ty.
aspect to COD.
I'm
Hit
with
that
you,
Rainbow
James.
Six.
I think
Yeah.
I'm with you, James. I think that you took the words right out of my mouth. I think that Cold War definitely that COD, I think that was the reason why that was the one that I actually played. Like I played Modern Warfare for a decent amount of time and ranked up guns and ranked up personally in the game and stuff like that. But I missed the whole Warzone era just because when Warzone, I think like was like successfully like launched and stuff like that as a BR for the game and stuff, so many people were going from, multiplayer into Warzone, and, play styles and stuff like that changed a whole lot in terms of like the online aspect. You start to notice like sweaty players every now and again at certain times hop on, multiplayer, just trying to rank up their guns, especially with the DLCs and stuff like that came out. People trying to rank up guns super fast and stuff like that. And I don't have an issue with the sweaty players like that. It's going to be like that in any game, because people just, desire to get good at them. So, that is what it is. But like Cold War actually felt like Black Ops 1, which is my favorite running gun shooter in terms of COD. That one did it so well. I ain't gonna lie to you. The guns felt great. And obviously it was very arcadey. You know what I'm saying? It was a very arcade style game. But it just felt good, man. I don't know what it was. I really don't even know how to explain it, because it Black Ops 1 felt different than the Modern Warfares. You know what I'm saying? It did. But it just felt good. MW3 was mastered. You know what I'm saying? Like the entire gameplay of that game just felt wonderful. I think that's what I want. I want Modern Warfare 3 feeling. And look, I'm not saying go back. I'm saying look at the game, man. Like go back, play it, see what core aspects that game had, and pull it into the modern COD. They did that with Cold War. They literally took Black Ops 1 and modernized it and called it Cold War. I'm talking about even like the look of it, like the character styles, all of that different stuff. It looks like BO1. If you go back and look at BO1 and then look at Cold War, it looks fairly similar. Even like the camos and stuff like that in the game. The zombies even felt like everything just felt like the classic COD that I was used to with a modernized feel.
Too.
And the maps too. Everything about it. Like it just
Like,
felt like it. I ain't gonna lie.
Like playing on Raid, I think that was the map called Raid.
Bruh.
It felt like I was playing Raid back in the day.
Bro.
Like it felt like that. Like in newer CODs, like in the MW2 when they brought back Shoe House, it didn't feel like I was playing Shoe House. It felt like a whole new.
That shit was
It felt
ass,
like a
bro.
whole new
Sorry.
thing. Or even Shipment, it didn't feel the same.
Shipment, yep.
2019 was okay, but Modern Warfare 2 Shipment, it didn't feel the same. But
Yeah.
on Cold War, when y'all playing on Raid again, it felt
Mhm.
it felt. I got that same feeling that I felt
Yeah.
for some to a certain point playing that
Yeah.
COD, the new COD, Cold War, and the
And I think-
maps, the different maps were produced well or made
Mhm.
well, that it felt like I was playing Black Ops, and I didn't get too bored of maps. And could you vote on Black Ops Cold War? Could you
Yeah.
vote for maps?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think. Wait,
I thought you
think so.
could. I think the map voting was a little weird. It wasn't like the traditional map voting, but I think you could vote on maps if I'm not mistaken. I don't think
That's
they
the
ever got
aspect
rid
they
of
need
that
to bring back.
aspect. Yeah.
They need to bring that back. Voting for maps. They need to bring that back.
Yeah, because I don't know. I just feel
Yeah,
like
it had
Oh,
me
yeah,
voting on it.
yeah, I just felt like
Yeah,
that game just they did something where they figured out a formula, and that game did really well. The guns felt good. And all of the aspects of the game were good. The story was pretty decent. Wasn't my favorite, but it was
Zombies
pretty
was
decent.
solid.
Zombies was solid. And the multiplayer aspect
have-
was good too.
I have a big question for y'all that
What's
y'all
up?
said that. I would really, 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 really love to know
Mhm.
how many hours y'all got on Cold War.
I would say
Let me
not
see if I can
enough.
check.
Personally, I would say not enough. But that was around the time that my account got banned, so I couldn't play no COD. back then anyway. Even if I wanted to, I would have to
got
rebuy the
probably
game.
like,
And
I
I wasn't doing that.
I probably got around. I definitely got over 24 hours easily. Every COD I play, I got even the CODs I didn't really like that much, I got over 24 hours at least. I say I'm pushing around like 40 something hours on that COD, most likely. But at very
Y'all
least over
played the
24.
game 40 hours and we talking about it like this? I don't know, man.
What do you mean?
Are y'all like I just feel like y'all played it for a minute. It was like, oh, this is good, but y'all didn't really play it like that.
But I think that's a
Like,
lot of time to play a game,
bro,
though.
you
That
know
like
what's you know what's a telling sign of a game that you love? Your playtime. And the game is out for a year. That's not a lot of hours. 40 hours is like nothing.
I mean, I don't
I got
really
40 hours on the games that I haven't probably
That's like
played.
half.
Like,
That's
I
half a
don't
full
I
day,
don't
like a day
I don't
and
really
some change.
No, that's your hours.
That's like
24
yeah
hours.
that's
bro, think about it like this. Think about it like this real quick before you go. How long do y'all normally play the game for? Like in like a stretch, like play one game.
Well, I probably pay for about depends what game I'm playing, but I say about maybe 4
On
hours.
average.
About maybe like
What
3
about
4
you,
hours.
J-Verse?
I probably play a game for about like an hour and a half to 2 hours before I switch. Typically, I say like an
For a
hour
game
is
I'm
given.
grinding.
An hour
So-
is given.
So that means so think about it like this, right? I'm gonna do some math.
Okay.
Okay.
1 hour,
The-
you got 40 hours played on a game, bro. Think
Mhm.
Right.
about it like that. What's 40 divided by 1?
40.
40.
Let me put it
Yeah,
like this.
so that's 40 days that you played the
Christian
game.
was messed up on
Uh,
the
I-
math. He looked
let me
at the
say
thing. He said,
I wanna
That's
say
a
something real quick.
month.
I wanna
That's a
say
month
something
and 2
real quick.
days.
Hold on, I want to say something real quick. So boom, I
You
like.
Boom.
hold on. You hold on. You too. Hold on. Before you go, I do your math real quick. 40 divided by 4, that's 10 sessions, bro. That means you play COD. That means you played COD for like a week and a half.
James.
No, I just
James
play more
40
than that.
hours is nothing.
I probably play less than 4 hours though. Cause for me, I don't play. I'm not since Black Ops 2. I haven't been a multiplayer head. I'll play for an hour or two, and I
So
go straight
what are
to
we
zombies.
talking about? Y'all don't
What do you
care.
mean? That doesn't mean I don't appreciate the game. If I only played like 2 sessions, then that's different. But if 40 hours is 40 hours, no matter even if I played 10 times, if I put 40 hours in the game, that is 40 hours on a game. That's a lot of time. And let me put it like
That's
this:
nothing.
boom,
That's
to certain people. I mean, to certain people. Let me put it like this: boom, Halo Infinite, right? I put only 13 hours in that game.
No.
I
Oh,
didn't play Halo like that. I enjoyed Halo Infinite. I only had 13 hours, and I think it was a okay game, and I enjoyed it. Overwatch, I probably got around 40 hours or
Oh
so
my
on
god, the hours I
Overwatch,
got on Overwatch.
on Overwatch 2. And I really enjoyed Overwatch 2. I will go back and play it now. I like it a lot. I may not even have 40 hours yet. I enjoy it a lot. I have no reason to not play it. And same thing with Cold War. I think a lot of not everybody like having most people nowadays dudes and just playing COD year round. Most people are probably hopping on many different games or at this point because back in
Taking
the
the words
day
out my
you
mouth.
had COD maybe had a 1 game or 2 games, but nowadays kids are having PCs. You having multiple games, and games are free to play. So different from back in the day, games are free to play now. So dudes is hopping not just on Call of Duty, they're hopping on Fortnite, they're hopping on many different games because there's a plethora of games that you can
Hopping
play.
on Val,
Um,
hopping on Rocket League,
Valorant, Rocket
Mhm.
League. There's many different games nowadays that you can hop on, and then back in the day you only had like dudes. If once your mom bought COD, that's the only thing you playing, and maybe
you got
some
GTA,
Minecraft
COD,
or GTA.
and
That's it. That is it. Now
something
there's many
else.
different games to play. So I think your point is good, but only to certain people. But for most people, is not. I don't think that's fair to say because there's people are hopping on different games. I don't think.
okay. I got another question then.
Okay,
What's your favorite game, James?
of all time,
No, that you playing right now.
Right now, my favorite game I'm playing right now. I'd probably say Pummel Party.
That is a good game.
Or outside, or you want to say a game I grinded? Favorite game I grinded?
Yeah.
Valorant.
So would you say you love those games more than other ones?
Love which games?
Valorant. Do you love those more than the other games? Do you love Valorant more than the other games that you play?
Right now, I'm not really feeling it, but I did.
I mean,
enjoy
like
it as-
overall. I mean,
overall,
like, overall,
yeah.
you know what I'm
Overall,
saying?
yes. Overall, yes. 100%. 100%.
What about you, Traverse? What's your probably your favorite game since you got on PC, right?
My favorite game since I got on PC, damn. Actually that's not hard. It's in between Fortnite or Brawlhalla. Cause around the time that I got my PC, those are the only two games that I was playing anyway. I wasn't really playing no other titles like that. Cause I got my PC when Call of Duty came out, and I didn't even play Call of Duty over them games like that. If I'm being honest.
Okay, so I say that to say this. Do y'all not think that how much you like something is relative to the time that you use it or play it?
I feel like to a certain extent, but I don't
Y'all
think
just,
that.
but I'm saying
one-
y'all literally just answered that question. These games y'all have the most hours in.
But these are our favorite games, though. Call of Duty isn't my favorite game.
Well, let me say this to kind of
But
extend
how
a little
good
bit.
is it really then?
Well, let me say this. Let me say this. It's kind of stemming from what James just said a little bit earlier. Like, if we think about MW3, right? If MW3 comes out, bro, and it's not like MW3 has to be better than right now my current game. If you ask me what my current game is that I play more than anything else, that I probably have accumulated a lot of hours versus other games, it's PGA Tour. I've played at least like, what is it, 3 tours already on that game. So that's something like, I want to say maybe like 24 to 36 rounds.
Nah, way more.
Nah,
I think 10 hours. I thought you said hours.
So the tours be like, it'd be like 3 tours. You know what I'm saying? Or 3 tours in was it like 3 rounds or something like that? I can't remember. So if I'm, my math is completely fucked up with that, I think. But if I play like, let me see. If I'm saying that I've played like 3 tours or something like that, and I still have Brawlhalla to play, I occasionally play Pummel Party with James, Ty, all of them. I'm playing other games. I think that's the difference maker in your question. Back when I was playing Call of Duty, bro, when I accumulated the hours on MW2, there was no other game that I cared about playing like that. Like them games was cool. They was out. Don't get me wrong. But they was not hitting like how classic MW2 was hitting. And I think that to answer your question, did like Cold War, it was good. And we're saying that it was a pretty good COD. But it wasn't hitting probably better or you know, to the extent where it's like we was gonna play it more than we was gonna play other games because we actually had other games that we played. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, do you think that League of Legends is better than Apex?
Yes.
All right, let me put it like this, Chris. So when you're when you were a kid,
but hold on. But my whole point was, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all see the expectation that y'all setting? Y'all putting the expectation on COD that is impossible. Because when you play Call of Duty back in the day, listen, when you play Call of Duty back in the day, that was all you was playing. That was your love. That was your life.
Right.
You love you love it that much. You didn't want to do shit else. You didn't want to. Y'all didn't want to go out. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want to go do nothing.
No homework.
That's a fact.
No. Niggas,
But what
niggas-
happened? But what happened though?
Nigga-
No, wait, let me finish. I want to get. I
Y'all
wanna get your
love
point.
those games. I'm saying
Mhm.
it's relative.
So what's your point again? My bad.
It's
If you-
relative to the time that you played
To
the
me,
game.
to me, the time you play a game is relative how much you like it. Because so y'all saying y'all want to play something else, right? That was your argument.
Guys,
That
can
y'all-
I
that's-
answer?
there's
Like,
so many other games to play. That's what y'all saying,
yeah,
basically. right?
nowadays. Yeah.
Nowadays, yeah.
But
But
to answer your question,
isn't that
though,
what that's competition? That means this game is just as fun a time as the other one.
I don't think so because
nah.
I don't think because like there's just other games I
I'm
want to
kinda
play. There's
lost.
other games
Wait.
I want to play as well because I don't think.
Because it's not
think I-
significantly
let me
better.
Let me put it like this. I don't think Undisputed is better than Smite. I don't think Pummel Party is better than Smite. I don't think Apex is touching Smite. I don't think Naraka Blade Point touches Smite. I don't think Multiverse touches Smite. But if I'm playing Smite and my boy say, yo, let's hop on this, a free game, Multiverses, I'm gonna get on. If my boy say, let's hop on this, Fortnite, a free game, I'm gonna get on. But I don't
That's
think
a
these
part
games
of
are
the-
better than Smite. You know what I mean?
And that's a credit to the game.
I'm kind of lost. I'm lost. How?
How?
We just go from what y'all want in the new Call of Duty to this? I just don't.
I can
Because
relate it.
wanting-
Go ahead, Ty.
I was gonna say we switched because wanting something out of a COD definitely depends on kind of like what you base nostalgia off of, because that's what you're gonna want. So like for me
Okay.
personally, do you
Right.
think how good do you think BO3 was? Just for an example.
I think BO3 was.
mean-
I think like a rating,
It
1 out of
was-
10.
I'm gonna let you
Yeah,
say it,
yeah,
and I'm gonna say
sure.
my thing because I didn't get to say it yet.
I
Go
say
ahead.
1 out of 10.
Oh no,
I give it like
okay, my bad.
for me
good.
personally, I give it like an 8. People paint it as a 10, which is I get. I like zombies more than multiplayer, so for me it was an 8, 8.5.
Anybody else? Anybody else ratings on BO3?
Go ahead, Muskai.
BO3, it
Mhm.
was cool because during that time, it was like an awkward time for PlayStation 4, in my opinion. I mean, it was cool. It wasn't bad.
Okay, see, now for me, Black Ops 3 is a 20 out of 10. And that was
Yeah,
because by
classic.
that time I wasn't playing nothing else. All my people was playing. I'm sitting there in custom games if I'm not in multiplayer trick shotting. Like the guns felt great to me. There wasn't too many guns, there was two lesser guns. It was simple. We had Nuketown, we had jetpacks. The guns felt great. Like all that stuff combined was nostalgic for me. And I know I will never get a game like BO3 again because of that. It's not because of the game itself, but all the memories I made with it. So I guess that's kind of how it like switched, in my
I want
opinion.
I want to ask
If you
Chris a
want
question
things
because
to
I
be-
still
But
trying to
it's-
get. I still
But
trying to
is
get
that
what
not
Chris is
how
trying
a
to
game
say.
feels? You know what I'm saying?
I
More
wanna
or
say
Regardless,
so
you
bad, I
still
ain't gonna lie.
I wanna ask you a
regardless, you
question,
still
Chris.
feel. That's how you feel about it.
So, Chris, why do you when we're playing? Like, I'm trying to get and correct me if I'm paying it wrong. So, why do you if you're on League of Legends, right?
Right.
That's your favorite game right now, and I say, yo, hop on Smite with me, and you get on Smite with me. Is that saying Smite's a better game, or am I paying that wrong? Or is it saying like it's like I'm trying to
I think
figure out what your point
I think
is.
you're comparing League to the wrong thing. You should compare it to something like Rocket League, where
Okay, so if you're on Rocket League,
I-
you're playing Rocket League, and I say, yo, hop on Smite with me. You're not gonna get
I
on
was-
Smite with me because the game is better.
Yeah,
like I'm
but
kind of
that's-
confused.
No, I'm saying that I'm only getting on there because of you. It's not because of the game. So that means what that means is I'm only gonna hop on there for an hour. When I go back to
Okay.
when I go back to League or eight or both of the leagues, League of Legends and Rocket League, I'm playing those for hours at a time.
Right.
Or as opposed to when I left to go play with you, I play for like an hour. And I'm not playing unless you ask to play. So regardless,
Okay.
I'm still playing the
I
other one more,
think I'm
even
starting
if
to
I
get what
do
you're
switch.
saying. I think I'm starting to get what you're saying. So you're saying like games that you grinding on your own. It's kind of what you're saying. Like you're grinding.
Yeah, you love it that much because any game can have multiplayer and have you want to play it because of your friends. But when you play a game by yourself for saying you just sit there for hours, that's how you know you like something.
It's like me not playing Apex if I'm not playing with Kai. Kind of like that.
yeah, because you don't like it
I
that
think I'm
much.
starting
You
to
don't
get-
like
I
it
think
enough to do that.
I think I'm starting to get what you're saying, but I still believe that because I didn't play Black Ops Cold War because actually
Can I say something?
he might be on to something
Go ahead,
Can
my
I say
guy.
something?
because if my friends
Bro.
didn't have my fault.
Go ahead, James. Go ahead, James. You
I was
talking.
gonna say
I'm
because
after you.
he might be on to something because if my friends didn't have Cold War, I don't know if I would be playing it like that.
Think about it like this.
I don't know if I'll be
So-
playing
he
any
could be
game.
on
My
to
friends didn't have it.
So, but there's that too. That is that
But I'm
too.
saying-
So, I don't know. I
Stop
don't
it.
know.
Stop it. He got a billion hours on all them old Need for Speed. Stop it. You got a billion hours on all those games. Stop it.
Come on, don't do that.
Stop it.
Don't
Stop
do
it.
that.
Stop
No.
it, bro.
All right,
Stop
hold
it.
on, hold on,
Stop
hold on,
it.
All right,
We
look,
got
look,
like Kai.
I'm gonna say something.
We
Go
got
ahead.
I'm gonna say
We
something.
got run it back.
I'm gonna speak for the motherfuckers in the back for this one. That's
Go ahead.
just somebody that's just tired of hearing the same shit. And so look, I hope Call of Duty, I hope you're fucking listening to this shit when I say this shit. I'm gonna say this shit loud and clear. Bro, stop asking us what do we want. This is the shit that pisses me off about games now, bro. I get it. Y'all want something from a game long ago into the new game. I totally get that. Okay? Have you ever heard the quote? Something usually that's good always has an end to it, right? And Chris, didn't you say before, you know, Call of Duty can't always be the old shit. It has to be new. It has to be something. Because eventually down the line, everybody's gonna be like, can we get some new shit? Like, can we get some new shit, right? Like, can we get something new and new? This is the problem with Call of Duty. Y'all been doing too fucking much. Look,
Hold
I'm
on.
just
I got
trying
a
to
great
talk for
point.
everybody
I
here.
don't want to lose.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Because y'all have already did with Advanced Warfare. We've seen what movement would look like. Y'all were already kind of past future of what movement in games could have been before movement was a thing. Now movement has been much of a bigger thing of a game that anybody looks at more than the gameplay itself. I'm not wrong. Everybody's trying to be Swifty some way, somehow in a comp level of something, right? But this is the thing about Call of Duty in general. Y'all already have been doing so much. Y'all done so much. So when you ask me what I want to see in the new Call of Duty, bro, why the fuck are you asking me from previous Call of Duties to this new one? Bro, first off, y'all need to just fix everything as a whole, bro. Y'all don't know what y'all are kind of basically doing. You got some people here that want to play the multiplayer. You got some people here that want to play Warzone. You got some, like, bro, some people don't want to go to no item shop and get some new weapons or whatever. We should be grinding. Isn't that we all came from, right? We all grown up from grinding something, right?
Yeah,
Indeed.
to an extent.
So if we all came up from grinding, why the fuck are y'all trying to put new shit in the game like what we gotta purchase for? It was only okay when y'all did it for the DLCs. I think everybody realized that in the Nazi Zombies and when they had the DLC packs, that was fun to play, right? Because you paid for something that you can play. There wasn't no gimmicks behind it. You was having fun, you was doing what you was doing, and you was moving on with your day. But y'all out here trying to do the extra for no damn reason. I'm not getting on Call of Duty to go look at the store to see better gun skins. I'd rather work my ass off to play that. That's what changes casual and competitive. Like, y'all are doing the most. I get it. Y'all want the money. I don't blame y'all for that. Now, if there's a game that I can blame for that shit, it's Fortnite. Because Fortnite did it. Like, they was the one putting item shops in there to make niggas be like, oh, this looks cool cosmetically, so let me get that. Another great reason why I know they should not be doing that, bro, is because look at CSGO. The game has been out for fucking years, and it's the same thing, and it still overtops today's games. I'm being completely honest. How is it that CSGO esports, right, gets way more people to watch them than they do off of a Valorant esports or a ALGS or a Call of Duty? Call of Duty esports gets shitted on. It's a joke now. It's a joke. because y'all not understanding. The reason why CSGO is good today, and I'm gonna put this out there. Bro, y'all realize the game has been the same for the last plus 10 years. Plus 10 years. They probably just revamped the maps, you know, made some better skins or whatever, but the foundation is that. That's all we want. What was the foundation of Call of Duty? If I ask y'all right now, I say, what's one thing you liked about Call of Duty? What would it be? Just be honest. What is one thing you liked about Call of Duty? What would it be?
Grinding camos.
Okay.
MW2 quick scoping.
Quick scope. Okay, Chris.
Say it again, sorry.
What was, if I say, what's one thing you liked about Call of Duty? What would it be? On the top of your head.
Sniping.
Sniping. Ty.
Yeah, I would say primarily like gun feel.
See that Call of Duty? Y'all about to piss me the fuck off. Why are y'all doing extra things? Why? There is nothing that has to do anything with cosmetics. We want something. Y'all are not understanding, bro. I get it. It's these other kids, but I'm passionate about it because I loved Call of Duty. Bro, everything I just said that I just asked them, did anything have to do with transactions? No, camo grinding. We all missed that. When you seen somebody have a gold diamond camo, that was tough because you had every gun gold. You put hours in the game. When y'all was talking about snipers, bro, when you made your account, you seen a sniper that you like, you had a grind to get to that rank, right? To get the intervention. Y'all know what I'm talking about? To get the ballista, to get the LPA on Black Ops 1. Where in the mind did it ever transactions had to be involved? I just don't understand how you jump from this to this. Bro. And y'all like, and the thing is like, I understand y'all want to hear from us, but it's just like the core value. CSGO didn't have no extra transactions, nothing. The game is still the same thing, and it has probably one of the biggest active communities of gaming besides League and TFT and all those things. But there's no transactions with those games except for skins and cases, but that's been out for years. CSGO tried to do Battle Royale. I don't know if anybody remember this. CSGO tried to do a Battle Royale, and that shit pummeled their whole community. The shit went down, and then they realized, all right, we got to take it away because that's not our type of thing. So Call of Duty, why are y'all trying to do that too? Like, I get it, y'all are trying to be in a competitive form, but there's no reason to try to go the extra route of something, bro. Like, it is what it is. Y'all could have made a whole nother game. Y'all had the money. Y'all could have done like a different type of game or something for a project or something. But now you have Call of Duty all over the place. You got people like me that like trick shotting or whatever, playing 5v5 multiplayer maps. Now you got kids that want to play Warzone. If y'all made it where the next Call of Duty come out and Warzone's not on there, it's like they gonna be like, how to play. Go ahead.
Bro, I gotta say this because you just made my key point for this whole discussion, podcast, all of this. When I'm thinking about Modern Warfare 3, and this is unfortunate because this is kind of something that's gonna happen, and if it didn't, then I think we just all would be surprised. Ty, you look crazy, I ain't gonna lie. It just, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Microtransactions, and I'm not even trying to open this can of worms. I promise I'm not, but this is the truth, bro. I'm telling you. Listen, hear me out. Games like Fortnite, games like Brawlhalla, games like Rocket League, right? Games like games like League of Legends. Listen, hear me out. Those games, it is even Apex, because that's a battle royale. Valorant. Those games, it makes sense for you to have a battle pass because there's no real progression really in the game outside of the gameplay. Call of Duty, well, yeah, some of them, yeah. Call of Duty never needed microtransactions ever because the whole idea of playing online is progression. That was the whole fucking point. When BO2 or whatever COD came out, where they start introducing DLCs into the game, like in terms of camos, not map packs, like actual camos and shit like that for the guns and stuff, it was like, oh, I ain't got to get diamond because I can go spend $10 and get this camo that look better than the damn diamond camo to me. It's got the different graphics and stuff like that to it. I ain't got to grind. I could just go spend $10. That was the thing out the window, bro. Like I said, it makes sense for a game like Fortnite because if you win 1,000 games on Fortnite, you might get an achievement, but there's no actual progression. You're not getting something that somebody else doesn't actually have. Somebody else could go out there and like in Call of Duty, when you trying to rank up and stuff like that in a game, you get, the prestige and stuff like that. You get the titles, you get emblems, you get the different stuff with your guns, obviously attachments, camos, all that different stuff. There's actual progression in the game. There's no real progression in the BR to an extent. There's no real progression in a game like Rocket League outside of you trying to grind for, your rank. You know what I'm saying? If you're playing rank play, like that's where that makes sense. Now, I feel like in this new Call of Duty, that's got to be something that, like, for me, and I know, and like I said, it's kind of a downfall because I know it's not going to happen, but I feel like that the presence of that is kind of what make me be like, if I'm being honest, that's the thing that kind of make me not really care to play the game as much because I feel like there's less ideas and stuff like that being implemented into the actual playing, like gameplay experience than the microtransactions and all that other different stuff. That's why, like, if I'm thinking about Modern Warfare 3, I'm like, I don't know if I really plan to buy it off rip because I feel like it's kind of going to be a repeat of the previous CODs and what it was. And I want to say this to add on to my Scott's point and I'll be done. I feel like if Call of Duty, right, the difference between Call of Duty and CSGO is they made one game and they just spent so many years mastering that one fucking game. It's not GTA, bro. Call of Duty's not GTA. You're not playing it for a story and trying to see the story progress or a new different type of story. Like most people aren't playing it for that anymore. If it ever was that at any point, that ain't the shit no more. When multiplayer came out, that wasn't the shit. GTA found that out real quick. That's why we ain't seen GTA 6 yet. Because GTA 5 found out that when they made that online experience and they found out they could do DLCs and add all this different shit to the game without releasing a whole new one, they was like, oh, we just gonna build off this shit. What the fuck we need GTA 6 for? We don't need that shit for another 13 years. Because we could just expand on this. Until we... And they made so much money. I feel like with Call of Duty, it's like, bro, the same issue that 2K got. We keep getting a repeat of the same damn game with switch ups and like minor mechanics and sometimes major ones, like slide canceling in the game where Warzone came out and it was a big deal. That not being an MW2 was a downfall for a lot of people because it meant that they wasn't going to be able to get the movement that they wanted. And Call of Duty became a movement game when 2019 came out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I feel like with this MW3 that's finna come out, bro, if I'm asking, is it gonna be a redemption for past CODs? I think that they gotta go back to their roots. They need to look at Call of Duty the franchise with this game, like how they look at CS:GO. What can we build upon with this game and add that'll keep people here? What can we expound upon? Because I feel like that their mindset that they have is how can we get them interested enough to buy the game? And then let's start working on a new one once this game comes out. Because they release a new COD every year. So I don't know, bro. Go ahead, Ty.
The problem that we face is we get really good graphics and they try to make the game too real and it flops.
Exactly.
We want arcade style games,
Arcade style shooter.
That's what we want. We want arcade style, bro.
Like we
I
didn't
don't
care
want to
about the
feel like I'm
graphics,
there. Well, I
bro.
do, but I want the graphics, but I still want the feel.
You don't want the
Arcade.
graphics at the sacrifice of the actual gameplay. It's like FPS versus your
That's what they
graphics.
do.
Most people play games on fucking low ass settings just so that game can perform so well, bro.
Yeah,
For the
that's
people
true,
that's
yeah.
crying about graphics, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Eat nuts. Go get a VR. Just play Call of Duty, bro. Play Call of, like y'all gotta make it. If people crying about the graphics, bro, then get Call of Duty VR. Throw that John on you, so you can feel like you really in the war. If that's the case, bro, I'm just keeping it a stack, bro. Y'all don't have to be going the extra mile, this and that and so forth. Y'all realize the games like that are free. Like, bro, Call of Duty, y'all make no sense. And I know y'all money hungry. How you go charge a game $60, $70, then want me to spend another 10, then make me want to spend another half of rent, And on top of that, and then my car payments. My nigga, I'm just trying. I put 60 in the game. Let me grind it out. Like, if it's free, then it's like, oh.
Longevity.
You
Wait,
know?
pause,
But this is the thing I like.
pause, real quick. Let you grind it out without a new fucking DLC or something like that coming out that's finna literally throw all your progression in the garbage because of some new
That's
shit
what
that's
Camo
taking your
said.
Literally.
complete focus off.
Literally.
Call of Duty, y'all need to focus. Look at GTA. GTA 5 been out for the last 6-7 years.
That
They
shit been out for
released
13 plus
DLCs.
years.
Bro, yes, bro. But look, they release DLCs
8+
online that
years.
is automatically free. So all you got to do is update so everybody could be on that time. Now, Call of Duty, I'm going to tell you something that y'all should have done before. When Black Ops 2 came out, y'all had the gun packs. Y'all had the DLC gun packs. I'll never forget this. This was it was Black Ops 2. It had to be Black Ops 2. Y'all remember when Black Ops 2 released gun packs, remember they had a emerald one when it was like all green and it had like that chrome? Y'all remember that?
I remember
And
that.
then they had the black and orange. Right, they had like a
The
good
lava.
black and orange. Now, the lava, yes.
Mhm.
Now let me tell you something. That's how you get your money. And I'm gonna let you know why. Because you had to pay for it. So when you would play games and people would see that, they would be like, whoa, how the fuck you get that? And you bought that. Now a lot of people can't get it back in that time. And that was valuable. That was worth getting $10 to put on some packs of weapons for camos.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But when you got something that everybody can obtain, it's just kind of like why, bro?
Yeah.
Like if you ask me, Derek, Maskai, what would you want in Modern Warfare 3? I'm gonna look at you dead in your face. Swear to God. I'm gonna look at you dead in your damn face. I'm gonna be like, bro, I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. I need the foundation of what Call of Duty is. I'm gonna look at you and be like, what is Call of Duty? Because apparently you got us fighting in Mars, then you got us fighting on the beach. Like, it don't make no sense. If
Nah, I
there
feel
was
that.
if there was anything that I could say out of all the Call of Duties that I feel like was good, I think World War II was a underrated Call of Duty.
Yeah, it
Super
was.
underrated. And I think it's because this is what y'all did and people didn't peep it. First off, when we got in the game, we were automatically online. I loved how y'all gave us that Destiny third-person view where we were all in like the trenches or whatever the case was, and we can go open cases if we wanted to and stuff like that. But we grinded to get those cases and we fought. The character customization, I'll never forget. When you grind it out, I remember I had the Grim Reaper suit on. Y'all remember that? They had like a Grim Reaper outfit. James remembers. They had a Grim Reaper on World War II. They had like the guns was nice. And then I don't know why y'all didn't do this, but in World War II, does anybody remember when they made us look like toy character, the army toys? Remember they put us in a sandbox?
Yeah.
Like because back in the day, why? World War II or back in actual war, that was the toys they got to play with and stuff like that. That's the stuff y'all need to be thinking about. You had us as the green characters, they was the gray characters. Like, that stuff is what made the game fun. Now y'all got us doing all of this.
They're
Y'all got
putting their
Nicki Minaj in the
creativity
game,
somewhere else.
Snoop Dogg in the game. Like, bro, y'all losing me at this point.
And we love Snoop. Yeah.
We
Just don't really
do.
care to see him in
And we
COD.
love Snoop. It's not even. It's just like, bro, we know the creativity is going somewhere it should not be going, bro. Like, and who's testing these games, bro? Like, is it people that actually play COD, or is it just people that are game testers that COD hired?
They're game testers.
What about the people that play COD? What about the people that play COD? We need them as testers. They need to step up, like, and they need to hire people who actually play the franchise.
Yeah. They're game
There's no
testers
reason
for
somebody
sure.
should be testing 2K if the game testers ain't playing the damn 2K. If the people aren't playing Watch Dogs, we don't need them to be playing Watch Dogs and telling them what they need. We need people who play COD to test the damn games, bro, so they can be like, this ain't COD.
You know what? I think that's where I'm at, and we gotta get ready to wrap this conversation up too, because we coming up on our time. But this is the thing: if I was to answer the question, if we was to make this into a question, or if I was to give my last comments, will Modern Warfare 3 be the redemption for past CODs? The only way that would even be possible for me is if, for one, like Tosh said, we get people who actually were playing CODs back then. Like, you know, some of the older people, like if Nick Merckx was playing, you know, COD back in the day, or, you know, some are great. Some of the people that was in FaZe, you know what I'm saying? If they was to go and game test the game and we can see them testing the game. I don't want to hear that they tested it and they ain't actually do that shit. I want to see that they tested the game, and I want a real response to know what the game feels like, if it's actually something that the originals of Call of Duty, because really that's what you need. You need your OG fan base. When your game was thriving, you need those people to still be even if they can't necessarily still have the time to play your game, you need them to still vouch for it. Like if they become a casual and they can only play on Fridays, you know what I'm saying, with the boys or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I need them to know that the game, or to explain and let everybody know that the game is actually, you know, it feel good. It feel like what it's supposed to feel like. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the game can't grow. I'm not saying that the game can't be better. I'm not saying that mechanically the game can't advance. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that the downfall for Call of Duty, and what will make it not be a redemption for these past CODs that haven't been so great, is if we keep on trying to advance Call of Duty like how 2K advancing their games. You keep giving us the same bullshit and tweaking this and tweaking that, moving the fucking shot meter to this and moving it to that, and not giving us an actual good game. Like, go back to a game that actually did well and take notes. Like, seriously, like, I'm not asking for the nostalgic feeling. I'm asking for you to make the game feel good. Cause like and to go back to Chris's thing earlier today, when we talking about Cold War, I didn't play Cold War as long as I would have liked to because of my situation. Would I have grinded it? I was at a place where I didn't really play COD as much anymore, so probably not. But would I still hop on there occasionally and play COD? Yes. I haven't touched Modern Warfare 2 since I got it, because the game just not good to me. But I would get on there and play it if I actually felt like the game was good. I don't really like Modern Warfare 2 like that. I feel like it's a cool game, but I don't really like it like that personally. It's not my idea of COD. It felt like a shooter that I'll play if somebody asks me to play it. But I played Cold War on my own. That's how I knew that was good. I didn't play World War II on my own, and that card wasn't bad. I just didn't play it on my own. I didn't play Vanguard on my own. And after so long, I really didn't play Modern Warfare on my own. And that card was great. Modern Warfare was great, but I didn't even play that on my own. Cold War, none of my friends outside of my boy Gemini was really even playing Cold War like that, if I'm really being honest. People was playing other games because there was other titles out that was more interesting to them. You know what I'm saying? And they probably didn't feel like that COD felt the greatest. But to me, it took me back to Black Ops 1. And it felt like a modernized Modern Warfare or Black Ops 1. And I probably am saying that I want that nostalgic feeling to an extent. But I know in my mind, I just really want COD to feel like COD again, because it just don't. It just feels like a super modernized shooter where they trying to make the mechanics and stuff like that too realistic, or there's so much of a focus on graphics and stuff like that, and the game is unpolished. There's so many different bugs. And why is it that other games that have the same anti-cheat as Call of Duty does, why they not getting hacked? Why is it not exploits and shit like that happening? The same anti-cheat that these niggas is using on Call of Duty is in other games, but them games not getting hacked. It's because the game unpolished, bro. It's loopholes. It's bullshit going on. So I want a finished game. I want the game to feel good. I want it to feel like natural Call of Duty. Whatever that can be in 2023, that's what I want for Modern Warfare 3 to be. That's my last thing I'm gonna say.
Who else wanna answer the question? Will MW3 be the redemption of COD? Who next?
I think.
Oh wait, Chris
All
was trying to say something, but it didn't pick it up.
Oh, I was still muted. Can I just say something real quick?
Good.
Nothing ever is as good as the original. Things are only
Oh, yeah,
better,
we know that.
better than the original.
Mhm.
100%.
We know that. Yeah, for sure.
So nothing's ever gonna be what you're expecting. This is literally, to me, impossible. Nothing's ever gonna feel the same. The only time
Ah.
it feels the same is if it's the same thing.
I don't know. I
but
don't know if I agree with that.
You either,
I don't really
bro,
agree with that. But
you're either worse or you're better.
I
I
don't
mean,
because
there's
I would
just
say
no.
so like when I was playing. Well, I don't want to open up a can of worms, but to answer the question, I feel like if I don't think it will redeem it. I feel like they may. I think the game will probably be decent or good or great even, or maybe even be amazing. But I think they'll still be the same cash grab. They're still going to do the same thing with the transactions, and it will not redeem the COD. But I really do hope they prove me wrong. But I from the track record they have, I feel like they're going to do the same thing that they always been doing. But I hope they don't go down that same rabbit hole.
Same.
Valid.
I feel the same way. Anybody else?
I got something to say.
Come on,
Go ahead,
John. John
Yeah,
ain't
we
talked
ain't
the
heard
whole
from John
thing.
this whole time. Let's go, John.
Let me come up from air. Let me come up for air.
Okay.
So,
This girl been underwater the whole life. That's crazy. Go ahead.
yeah, I had took my scuba gear off. Do
Okay.
y'all? Is it the same thing for the Call of Duty that y'all talking about? Hold on. Do y'all think it's the same thing for Call of Duty
She
that
said,
y'all talking about like on the game and stuff from the phone?
What you mean?
You know,
like
like y'all
Call of
Call of
got.
Duty
Duty Mobile.
Yeah. What's the take on that? Is that the same thing or is it different or whatever?
I'm gonna be honest.
It's different.
Okay.
It's different. But let me tell you something though. And this is a hard take, but
Talk
I'm gonna
to me.
say it.
Talk to me.
Call of Duty Mobile low key kind of shits on Call of Duty like now, but only in guns and kill effects. That's my thing. I think for me is if I'm gonna get a cosmetic, it has to look dope, right? Just so you can get a good feel. Because when you're playing a first person shooter, James, right? Val, right? You go buy a dope ass kill effect, right? Or a cool ass skin, right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Oh, okay, right.
Oh, okay.
So the stuff that they got to buy on Call of Duty, like the recent Call of Duty, it's not hitting like mobile. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some clips on mobile, like Call of Duty mobile on Twitter, and their guns is low key kind of gas. I don't know who's the company or devs over there, but they know what to do for that Call of Duty. Like they make it where it's like useful to use the gun. Like if you're gonna buy a gun that's gonna look dope, have a cool kill effect to it. Then at least you know you kill
Yeah.
a nigga and then they got like a shark biting the nigga after or something. Like make it look cool, which they got on there. But on the new COD, I mean, or the COD that we have right now is just camo, really.
Yeah. No, I
That's
feel
just my
that.
take though on that.
I feel that.
All right. Well, should we
We
wrap
wanna
this up?
well, we also just finish Will MW3 Bit of Redemption, and then that'll be it.
Oh,
Get our
okay.
final takes in.
Yeah, I
feel like
said no. I said no. For now, I'm saying no.
Okay,
valid.
Chris.
No, I mean, it's a weird question because I don't think it's coming back from anything. Like I don't think Call of Duty's been failing necessarily. Sure, I don't think they're even losing the player base anymore because I think at the beginning it was like stable, and then Modern Warfare came out, and then there was like a peak. So there was like it was like peak players, right? And then they had a fall off, and now they're decreasing again. Like they're not getting as many players, and then everything stabilized. So like the past two Call of Duties, I think it's been like the same concurrent players. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think they're losing
I
players
think that's
anymore.
because of Warzone though. Vanguard and Cold War, they weren't like at the peak as much as Modern Warfare. I think it's. I
Yeah,
think it, it's more. Will Modern Warfare 3 bring a redemption for the past CODs like before? Maybe, but like, will it be live up to the hype of what COD was like back in the day?
But
Bringing it
doesn't
back to that
either. Is it really a
because
redemption?
Vanguard didn't
You
have
mean
that
like
hype. Cold War didn't have that hype. Black Ops 4 didn't have
s-
that hype.
so you saying it's never gonna reach its peak again? That's what y'all saying. That's what we saying.
I'm saying, is it gonna redeem for those past
The,
failures,
the,
like
the basically
Infinite
the question
Warfare,
is, yeah, exactly. Like, are they going to bring back what the
World
people
War
wanted?
II? Yeah, like is it gonna be redeem those past failures of those past CODs?
I'm not saying that all the last CODs were terrible or bad, but
I don't consider them
everybody should
failures.
feel like there's something. Yeah, no, I'm not saying
Vanguard.
that. But
Oh, me
everything should be
personally,
a
I
miss.
feel like
Yeah,
Some
everything
of
had a
them
miss.
CODs failed. I ain't gonna lie. In my opinion, some
Infinite
of them failed.
Warfare,
Me personally,
Vanguard.
yeah, I do
Some
agree,
of them
but
did, some of them didn't though. Like
That's
and
why
to
I'm
me, it's
asking.
most recent.
That's why the question is like, do you think that MW3 is like, you can look at that COD and you like, dang, this is kind of beating out the last couple CODs that they dropped in the last like decade. Like it's
Yeah, but the other
it's
past
actually
weren't
doing pretty.
bad. So
World War II.
that's not the thing.
All right. So you said no.
no, to me, they already had a redemption.
With what?
Or
It seemed like bad cop after Black Ops 3. It was like bad cop. And then it wouldn't that the next COD after that be the one for the redemption?
what COD was that?
Modern Warfare?
Yeah, but Modern Warfare
brought-
came out in 2019 and it's 2023, and we got new CODs that have came out that ain't as
Yeah, we
good
got
as
Modern
Modern Warfare.
Yeah. And 2019 was the last, and that had a lot of like.
But that's at the highest, right? So that's the peak. You asking for the peak.
No, that's not the peak.
Oh
That's
my!
not the peak.
This
That's
we
not the peak. That's just a good point.
It's
It,
been a-
it brought back some. of
But
the
I'm
fan
saying,
base over
though-
the peak.
All right. Forget it.
So all we asking is
No, I
is
get what you're trying to say,
is MW3 gonna be a redemption for the CODs that didn't do as well since like Modern Warfare 2019?
No. It's already been like there's nothing they had to do.
Chris, you think it's
So
too hard
you
about
think
it,
that
bro?
if
Like,
they so
every-
if these
hold
niggas
on,
copy
hold on,
and
hold on.
pasted MW2 and called it MW3, would is that okay? Because they've been doing that with 2K. 2K need a redemption. It do. It need a redemption bad. Bad.
I don't think it does.
Okay.
Okay,
Chris,
all right, we gotta move it. We gotta drop 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 it. We gotta
I
drop it.
really
Alright,
don't.
Ty,
You guys,
Ty,
bro.
you go.
Time to go.
Ty, you go.
That's good, Chris. I'm glad you feel that way, bro. I
What's your-
respect the way
what-
you
what's-
feel,
what's
but
your
I
thing,
don't
Ty?
agree.
Right.
Anyway,
Ty, you go ahead and I'll
Um,
go last.
yeah. So
Bro.
basically, with
Yeah,
MW3,
we got two different definitions of redeeming. Like
There's only one
no, you just
definition.
we only thinking about it in a very shallow way, like very short, and you statisticalizing whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? He
That's
said
crazy.
2 and then 1, so that's the peak redemption, and then 5 more, so it would have been in 2.5. Like, no, nigga, we just damn. You know what I mean? I get you though,
That's
but
crazy.
I
think-
don't. I love you.
Go ahead,
I
Tyler.
get
Go
what
ahead.
you're trying to say. I get what you're trying.
Y'all better get off Chris. That's my
No, I
friend.
love Crib. The Crib.
y'all all sound crazy.
Love
I ain't
Big
gonna lie.
Girl.
Ty, what you
Y'all
think
all
though?
sound
you
crazy.
4v1, 4v1.
4v1.
MW3. In my deepest heart, I'm excited for it very, but just like like Modern Warfare 2 in the last couple CODs, I gotta bring myself from feeling really here and be right here. Cause if I'm up here, I'm gonna get dropped down here below where I could have been, and I could have been, you know what I mean, a whole disaster of my emotions. So
Yeah.
with that being said, I think it has the potential by its name and what I heard and the little things. I think it can be the redemption for me, but only time will tell. but I'm very excited, but I'm not going to show it because I don't like James said, I expect them to go the same route they always have been.
I hope they
Yeah.
That's my
prove us wrong.
take.
All right,
Exactly. That's what I'm
Miyazaki.
saying.
Call of Duty, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I hope so. I hope so. I just really do. I'll be honest. I don't think they'll be able to redeem. I don't know. Cause like I said again, it's been low. I haven't touched a Call of Duty game in years, bro. Like I used to talk about Call of Duty. I don't even bring up Call of Duty when it comes to first person when that used to be my first person shooter to run, you know.
100.
So I'll be
Yeah.
honest, like I'm praying, like even though I may talk down, I'm praying y'all do it, cause there's games
we still
right now
hoping
that
that
are looking
join.
still. Yeah, we are
Word.
hoping. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to, but y'all gotta just prove me wrong. That's really it.
I feel that. Okay.
So we hoping.
We hoping.
We hoping is great. Hope it's past great.
Yeah, I do too. Well, that's gonna
Hope
go
it's the
ahead
best.
and conclude this
Nigga.
Speak Up, this 10th episode of Speak Up, and the first episode of the podcast. Obviously, these will go a little bit more fluent and stuff like that as we go forward. I'm glad that we got this out the way, and this is a start. I do want to say to everybody too, if you do happen to come across this 10th episode of Speak Up, first episode in the podcast, if you're looking to start a podcast, if you're looking to start anything, just start, man. Find a way to get started, because that is the biggest thing. Once you get started, you can make it happen. That's something that we learn here in Ultimate Potential, is that once we get started, we can hit the ground running, but you just got to start somewhere, man. Hopefully you did enjoy this conversation. And let's hope for Modern Warfare 3 to be better than what we all expect it to be, man. That's all we can leave this with. Let's hope for it to be the best. Let's hope that Call of Duty, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, Sledgehammer Games, everybody involved, let's hope that they can produce what we need for a good COD, man. We gonna go ahead and dip up out of here, man. We greet y'all with the words peace and love, and we will definitely catch y'all later on, man. Peace.
Peace and love.
Peace.
Peace and booty.
Okay.
Piece of booty. You heard me?